Hey, what's up, everybody? Anthony Morrison here. Welcome to tonight's Success Connection. This is a different Success Connection than what we are used to, but I'm going to flip my camera on and tell you all about it. So want to welcome everybody to the webinar. If you are new, hold on one second, let me get my webcam on here. What's up? All right, so if you're new, this is kind of a this is kind of new uncharted territory for me. So I'm going to break it all down for you in just a second, but happy to have all of you here on the Success Connection tonight. Super excited to give you guys a surprise. We actually have a surprise guest in the house tonight. So we're going to talk to him in just a little while, and he's going to show you some stuff that I think is really going to help you guys and help you be more successful. So to get out of, just to get this out of the way, I had this phenomenal idea of what we were going to do this week. If you look right here, this is what I drew up. This is what was going to happen. Well, now this is not what's going to happen. Unfortunately, I live in Mississippi, and I happen to be right here in the spot where the ice storm and the snowstorm and all that stuff has hit. And so I have been unable to leave my house since Saturday. And so last week when we got on here, we talked about I was going to finish up your email marketing course for Udemy, and I was going to finish that up on Friday, Saturday. So I guess it was actually last Friday that a lot of this started. And it was Saturday that it got really bad, and I was supposed to go in and film. So basically, for a whole week, I've been stuck in my house, unable to leave. My driveway is a solid sheet of ice, and all the streets are ice. So I haven't been able to film the other modules for your Udemy course on email marketing. Yes, I could have somebody message me about this on the Success Connection Facebook group. I absolutely could have done this right here in my home office. The problem is that you want a professional quality course, and there's zero chance that I can go a solid hour without my dogs barking, and there's nowhere in my house to put them that you wouldn't hear them on this microphone. So it's impossible to film high quality stuff sitting at home. I always go to my studio for that, and I don't want to deliver some, like 3 modules last week that were really good, and then 3 modules, that follow that kind of sucked. So wasn't able to do that. And of course, since I didn't do that, you couldn't do part 2, which is get your course online on Udemy. You couldn't get that done because I didn't get my part done, which meant also that number 3 on the agenda for this week, to get the other 2 courses that we're building you for Udemy, couldn't get done because, well, I didn't film them, right? So where does that leave us for tonight? In a very odd position, because typically I keep things on track, right? Like, it's very rare that I get too sidetracked or far off or anything, but that's okay. The weather is supposed to clear up tomorrow for us, so we're hoping that Friday we have some sunshine and it starts to melt some of the ice. And if it melts some of the ice, that would be really good. We can get out of the driveway. That's the main thing. It's just getting out of my driveway. So hopefully we'll be able to get out of the driveway and get to the office tomorrow and film those 3 modules for you. So I just want you to know, I'm going to start the session off tonight. Look, if you're brand new and you have no clue what I'm talking about, it's because you weren't here last week. That's okay. What that means is you're definitely not going to miss anything. You're not too far behind, because we had to kind of pump the brakes here and really get through this unprecedented weather. So for any of you that are in Texas and have been impacted by this, super sorry to hear about that. Certainly thoughts and prayers are with you. And I know that there have been a lot of people that posted in our Facebook group, they were in Texas, they have no power, no water, all kinds of stuff. So, it's just another reminder that, bad things can happen. We're not in control of everything, and so you can use it for what, again, one of the things like I talked about with the pandemic, you can harp on it, you can whine about it, you can cry about it, and all that, but guess what? At the end of the day, it's still going to be there, right? Still going to be the situation. You're still going to be in the same spot. So I've tried, and you should try to not get too down in bad situations or situations that might otherwise you might just feel like they suck, right? It's like this is crappy. I wish this wasn't happening. Yeah, it's true, but at the end of the day, you can always find a silver lining in it. I've been able to spend a lot of time at home. I actually came up with some great ideas, and because I was unable to get all this filming done, I was able to schedule something for you guys tonight that I think is going to be very beneficial. The silver lining of us having to pump the brakes 1 week on our Udemy course. Next week, all of this right here will take place. So basically, I'll film you the rest of the Udemy course videos and get them to you. You'll get the rest of the courses next week, the other 2 courses and everything. So all of the stuff you see here will be our homework and what's going to happen now next week. And the silver lining is that we weren't even planning to do this at all, but now we've got an opportunity to bring a guest in to teach you guys and to share some awesome stuff with you. So I'm going to tell you who that is here in just a second. If you're a new student, obviously welcome to the Success Connection. Sorry you had to join us on a day when I am not as properly prepared or not able to just go through what I usually have planned. It's been since 1996 since we had weather like this in Mississippi. So catastrophic events, crazy things happen, and it causes alteration of plans. But we're glad to have you. Important to note that the Success Connection is not a continuation of any other course. So if you've got Partner with Anthony or the Ambassador Program or Inbox Center Circle or any of that, this particular webinar, this training is not a continued training of that, right? I put together the Success Connection probably, gosh, I think it was 6 years ago. And I put it together specifically so that I could teach what was working right now in my business and help you build businesses. We build businesses for you, but we build them with you. Right now, we're building a Udemy business. So we're literally building you courses that you can list on Udemy and sell yourself and make money from. And it's, I don't even know how I've been so successful with it. And I've made, like you saw, a few $100s a month doing nothing. And so that's what triggered me. That's the whole point of the Success Connection. I was like, oh, let's change up something on the Success Connection. Let's teach people how to do this. Wait, they don't know how to build courses. Okay, let's build a course for them and show them how to get it on there. And so that was the whole reason why we ended up doing what we're doing right now, was just, again, watching what's working in my business as I test new things and then sharing it with you. And so that's what the Success Connection is all about. Obviously, for those of you that have been here many times, you already know this. So, like I said, looking for opportunities to pivot, looking for opportunities to help you guys in as many ways as I possibly can. How many of you feel like you could use a little bit of help when it comes to your Facebook ad marketing? Just say yes if that's you. Just put a big yes in there. All right, I see tons and tons and tons of yeses. Okay, so I want to give you guys a little background. I currently have 6 agencies or 6 media buyers buying media for me. 6. I went a little crazy in January and I said, I'm going to find awesome media buyers and I'm going to have them helping to generate more sales, more traffic, specifically for our Partner with Anthony program, which a lot of you are a part of. So a lot of you are a part of this and able to go in and use this, right? So I started thinking about this and I thought, okay, all right, now I want to have more media buyers for myself. I want to see who's going to do the best, and then I want to take the people that do the best, keep them on my team, and then test 6 or 7 more until I build a team of just like the best media buyers, right? That was my goal, and that's what I started doing. And so currently we have 1 media buyer that's actually beating everybody else, right? And he's on with us tonight, and he's going to be sharing with you some of his strategies, right? And when I tell you this, I want you to understand, he's promoting and running ads for the Partner with Anthony program, which 90% of you have. Now, if you don't have Partner with Anthony, that's okay too. You can take this ad training, and here's the thing, you can run ads to help sell your Udemy courses. I wouldn't really suggest that because Udemy keeps a lot of the money, but you can do it. You can run ads to build your email list, which then lets you sell anything that you want. You can run ads to sell any of the done for you businesses that we've built for you. So if you're a new student, understand that we legit have built, like this is the Success Connection Student Center. Let me make this a little bigger. And we have, really don't want to zoom in? Okay, it's a little delayed. We have built all these businesses for you. So all these yellow lines represent like specific businesses that we've built. All these download buttons are free downloads to download the funnel, the workbooks, the books, the assets, the members areas, all of this stuff. It's all done for you, okay? So understand that even if you don't have Partner with Anthony or anything, or you don't want to build an email list, whatever, like we still have full-blown products that we've created for you that you can use, right? And you can run ads to. So this Facebook ad training is something that I feel like can benefit each one of you. It's something I feel like every single person on here needs a little Kickstarter with and always needs a refresher course with. And so since I did not have the ability to film these videos for you this week, I need something of value to provide for you tonight, right? I don't need you to just be here and us to just kind of chit chat, right? That's not doing you any good. This is not an entertainment show. Like this is like you're spending an hour with me and I'm spending an hour with you, and it's because I want to help you progress in your business. I want to help you do better than you were doing before you got here. And so I need to bring you true value. So here's the thing. I'm spending, I don't know, upwards of $20,000 to $25,000 a month on media buyers. And I'm bringing you the one that's doing the very best right now on our ads. And he is going to show you how to use, I think he said dynamic creatives, how to test a lot of different creatives all at one time really fast. And this will save you money, help you scale, help you make more money, and ultimately make you better at Facebook ads, which I think is an important skill set to have. So you're getting access to training from somebody who doesn't train, doesn't have a course. You really would not otherwise be able to have him teach you anything. And so I think that's and listen, this is somebody I pay money to do my ads. So I mean, obviously, you know, if I'm spending my money every single month on him doing my ads, then he's doing a good job, and it's and he's got to be one of the best. Or you know, like I said, I'm hiring a lot of them, so I'm only hiring the best of the best. And he actually is like full time, you know, 24/7. You know, well, I wish he was 24/7. He's probably going to laugh at that. But just doing our ads, right? Just doing stuff for us. So, you know, really good. We've added him to our team. Some of you might have heard me talk about him before, but his name is Roger, and he's been buying ads for us for, I don't know, man, like 3 years or so. Done really well. Just welcomed a new member to his family, Baby Roger, and so now Baby Roger is in training to be another media buyer for me, but I get a really good discount. He's a baby, right? So we've already discussed that, but he's super good at what he's doing, and I feel like this will be a lot of valuable information for you guys. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let him steal the screen, and I'm gonna let him teach you start to finish how to launch dynamic creatives within Facebook. You can do this for any campaign, any offer, anything, right? So you're not bound to just partner with Anthony by any means. And this should be some really good information, really good training, good solid training that you would pay tons of money to get anywhere else. And you're gonna get it completely free. And it's from somebody who actually does this stuff, not just teach it. because he's doing it for me every single day and for our business. He's really good at it. So he's going to teach you guys this for the next, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes or so. And then of course, I'll pop back on and we'll go over how we're going to get you these Udemy courses and when they're going to be popping out, when these new videos are going to be coming live for you, so we can get all of your Udemy courses live online next week, right? And then we're going to move on to the hidden funnel, which is a whole nother setup that we're going to talk about. So Roger, are you there? Let's see if his
I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
That's great. I kept wanting to jump in like 8 or 9 times, but I didn't know how long you wanted to go. But yeah, thank you for that kind introduction. When I'm on the Success Connection, it does feel like I work 24/7. But other than that, but they say, you know, when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. So I work about 6 days a week for Anthony, and no, it's a good time, guys. It's a good time. This is a little awkward though, because I did think that I was supposed to come on here and talk about how to waste 6 hours a day on Clubhouse, which I'm very good at doing at this point.
Yes.
But I guess I could talk Facebook instead.
Yeah, I think that I can teach them how to waste time on Clubhouse. So get the app, first get the phone, then get the app, then click a button, and then just sit there. Because that's basically
you are better at that than me. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I've got the one up on you on that. But when it comes to the actual ads, while I've learned a lot more about Facebook in the last, I think, 30 days, really.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
But I don't know much at all. And I'll tell you guys right now, most all of you will know how to launch a Facebook ad better than me at the end of this, because I flat out don't know how to do it. And I never pretend that I do it. I never tell you that I do. But I just find people that do know how to do this really well, and I let them do it for me. And that's a luxury. And I want to also preface this. That's a luxury I have because my business was already so large before we really needed Facebook ads. But I will also tell you all this. If I could go back and do it all over again, like if I could start back over, the one thing that I think I would do differently is I would learn how to do Facebook ads and YouTube ads myself. And it doesn't mean that I would do that because I don't want to pay Roger to do it for me. It's because sometimes as a marketer, when you're like in your head and you know, like you know your product, you know your sales pitch, you know what it is you want to do. Like, and sometimes it's difficult to take that information and convey that to third parties, right? Also, I like to be able to go in and have input. Like I don't have a whole lot of input into our ad strategies because my input would be stupid input because I don't know anything. So when you know enough to do it yourself, you can always be giving creative input and giving input on direction and maybe even ideas on new strategies and things. So you're learning and you're growing with the platform. I kind of skipped that whole thing, right? And I wish that I had not. So that's why, you know, you'll see like in the Partner with Anthony program, we have a Facebook boot camp that's an option for people. That's why anytime I have a free moment on the Success Connection, I'll try to get you a Facebook training and it's because I do feel like it's an important thing for you to learn. I think it's a very valuable thing to learn. And I think it's one of those skill sets that if you learn it, you can make money with anything, right? Because when you understand the Facebook ad platform, you can promote just about anything. And so, I mean, I am not in that boat. Like I can't do that. So I'll actually be sitting here watching. It'll be the first time I've ever seen a dynamic creative ad set up on Facebook. I've heard these guys talk about it forever. I don't even know what it means. So we'll just get started. Roger, I'm going to pass the screen to you.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, I just want to encourage everybody that is listening that may never have run a Facebook ad in their life before. Are you sharing the screen with me, or? Let me see. Can you guys see the screen now?
Yep.
All right, my incognito guy is up. He is far better looking for me. Anthony says I have a face that's good looking enough for screen share, and that's about it. So I'm just gonna stick right here for the night. Now, what I was saying before was I as somebody who has run Facebook ads full time for about 5 or 6 years now, when most people come and ask me to help run ads for their small business, the first thing I usually say is, look, if you have the time and the interest, I highly recommend just give me a few hours of your time and I'll show you how to run Facebook ads just as good as I could for your business, because nobody knows your business better than you do. So unless you have, you know, a very large business where you're looking to spend maybe $10,000 to $15,000 a day minimum, you can learn Facebook ads and have your ads up and running fairly quickly. I know that the Facebook ad training and partner with Anthony is very, very good. I've watched that with Adrian myself, the videos with Adrian, if you're not familiar. They're very, very good stuff. So what I'm going to show you today, though, is a solution that Facebook had come out with years ago, and it stunk. It was a terrible product that they came out with for this solution, for this problem. But recently, it has gotten so good that it is one of the only ways that I use Facebook ads right now. It's one of the only ways that I actually run ads. And here was the problem. And you'll probably sympathize with this problem, even if you've never run an ad in your life. There are so many different things to test on your ads. You could test images. You could test the different backgrounds of the images. You could test videos. You could test headlines. You could test the copy. You could even test offers. And the problem is, how do I test all of these things without wasting a ton of money? How do I test all of these elements and know which one is going to be the best, which one is going to produce revenue for me without wasting a ton of money? Well, Facebook has recently come out with a product called Dynamic Creative Optimization, which, again, a phrase that is way more complicated than it needs to be, because it makes things so much more simple and so much cleaner. So without further ado, let me get into just showing you what it is. I'm going to show you how to set it up. And I will preface this by saying, listen, if you've never run an ad in your life, there's going to be some things that I don't have the time to get into today. But I will do my best to either say, you know, jump onto the Partner with Anthony program and check out Adrian's training. He explains this in full detail. There are some videos on YouTube that will help you out, and I'll try to do my best to say how to find those videos and how to search for them. So I just don't have the time tonight to get into how to set up your business manager, how to get your ad account. But what I will show you is how to launch your first ad and how to test a lot of different elements at once with dynamic creative optimization. So does that sound good to everybody? Give me a 1 if that's okay in the chat box. If you're saying, hey, Roger, I understand that you can't teach me everything tonight, but I'll take what I can get. Give me a 1. Awesome. Somebody said, please stay on for 6 hours. I don't think I have the time. My wife would not like that very much, but thank you for your optimism in me. All right, so let's jump into it. So the first thing that we're going to do when we're creating a dynamic ad is we're going to go over to this button right here that says create, and we're going to create a new campaign. We're going to start completely from scratch. And I'm going to click create. And let's see how quickly my computer loads while GoToWebinar is on. And all right, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Now, there are a lot of buttons that we can push here. You can push brand awareness and reach. These two things are going to Facebook is going to focus on getting your ad in front of as many people as possible for your price. And it's not really going to care about them taking any action. They just want people to see the ad. Now, I don't know about you, but if I'm running an ad that's trying to generate leads, it's trying to generate email addresses, I don't want to click on any of these buttons because I want them to give me their email address. I don't want them to just see the ad. I want Facebook to show the ad to people that are most likely to take an action. So the next section is consideration. This one is like website traffic. So the people that are most likely to click. Engagement is people that are most likely to like, comment, or share your post. Again, we're getting a little bit closer, but we're not quite there yet. The last thing is the one that I use 99.9% of the time when I'm running ads, and I'm pretty sure 100% of the time right now for Anthony, and that's this button called conversions. We're going to optimize for conversions because when Facebook is showing an ad to somebody, we want Facebook to show it to people who are likely to make a conversion, whether that's give their email address in exchange for a free gift or something on the landing page, or make a purchase. Either way, we want them to convert. So we're going to click on conversions, and I'm going to click continue. Now, I will say that to do the conversion optimization, you will need something on your landing page called the Facebook Pixel. The Pixel is a little snippet of code that will track the actions that somebody takes after clicking on your ad. So if somebody gives me their email address, the Facebook Pixel, the code will capture that person, and it will show me on my ads manager dashboard that they've given me their email address. They've made a conversion. I don't have time to get into where you can find your Facebook Pixel and how to load that on your page. But if you check out the Partner with Anthony training by Adrian on Facebook ads, he gets into all of that. Also, if you're not part of Partner with Anthony and you don't have money for the program or whatever, I want you to go to YouTube, and I just want you to type into the search bar Facebook Pixel 2021, and you'll find a half dozen great videos for free that will explain exactly where to find your pixel, how to load it on the page so that you can run conversion ads. All right, cool. Let's keep going. So the first thing we're going to do is name our campaign. We could name it something that will just let you know. I usually like to do it by the type of copy that I'm using. I have no idea what the copy is going to be. So I will just say, I'm not sure what to name this yet. Great. Now we're going to scroll down, and I'm not going to get into campaign budget optimization yet. That's a whole nother Success Connection webinar, but let's just jump right into the first ad set. Okay, so we're done here. We're just going to leave it as is, and we're going to click next. The next section we're going to get into is the targeting. So this is our campaign. This is where everything is being housed. And now the ad set is going to be who we're going to target. And I like to put in this ad set name the audience that I'm going to target. So we're running a Udemy course. I think when I was looking it up, it was on email marketing. Anthony, I don't know if your volume is working. If you could just tell me yes or no if that's accurate or not. But I think it's on the basics of email marketing. So if I was going to run an ad to maybe generate leads so that I can send them to the email marketing course to buy it on Udemy, what I would do is target people that are interested in email marketing. And you can see, I'll scroll down here right to the audiences. Check this off. I don't like when it does the targeting expansion. I can actually just put in, because I know because I've targeted this group of people before, there is actually an interest in here called email marketing. So if anybody wants to generate leads to sell them the Udemy course on email marketing, all you have to do is go here into the interest group email marketing, and you can actually target people that are interested in email marketing. So that's going to be this ad set. This is going to be the group that I'm going to target, and I'm going to optimize for leads. Again, this is where the pixel comes in, and I don't have too much time to get into it right now, but I would optimize if I'm trying to collect email addresses. I would optimize for lead. All right, I'll set the daily budget at $20 a day. And this is the part that tonight's training is really about. Like I said before, there are a lot of different things that you can test on an ad. But with dynamic creative, you have the ability to test all of them at once. Now, before dynamic creative was invented, I used to have to make an ad. If I wanted to test out a different headline, I would create a different ad with a different headline. And if I wanted to test a different image, I created a different ad with a different image. And maybe I wanted to test both of the headlines. So I would test, I would have 2 ads with the same headline and different creatives, and then 2 more, and then 3 more, and then 4 more for all the things that I wanted to test. And it got chaotic. But with this feature, dynamic creative, I can test all of these things at once. And I'll show you how. So I'm going to toggle this on. Again, this is in the ad set level that I'll toggle this on. I'll just click continue. It'll give you some information, by the way, about what dynamic creative is. I always read this stuff. This is really, really helpful information. But for now, we're just going to keep moving along. So now nothing's going to change too much once you've toggled this on. But I'm going to click next. And this is where the magic really happens. This is where we get to add in a bunch of different features. And if you've run a Facebook ad before, but you've never tried dynamic creative, you will notice something different on this page that you may not have ever seen before. So let me just put in Anthony's Instagram here, and I'll scroll down, because typically when you get the when you come to this section in the media section to add in your images and your videos, you would just be able to add in one. However, now with dynamic creative, I can find a whole bunch of images. So let's say we're going to target, we're going to generate leads for our email course. I found a bunch of images on Google that have this email icon on them. They say email marketing. They got a cool little logo here. I can actually put all of these images onto the same ad. And now, instead of creating 3 different ads to try to spend a lot of money on and see which one performs better, I'm going to let Facebook optimize and show people the image that's going to convert best, because Facebook can figure this out a lot faster than I can. Their algorithm is really, really smart. They can read these images and know. Facebook literally knows already which image is going to perform the best. And that's because they have so much data in their database. They have so many people running ads that they already know which one of these images is going to work. So they don't have to spend a lot of money to figure it out. Whereas I have no idea. And I have to spend a lot of Anthony's money. And when I spend a lot of Anthony's money on ads that don't work, I get lots of messages late at night from Anthony. So
Real talk.
This is a really this is a really nice feature for both me and Anthony and our wives. So let's scroll down here. And the primary text is going to be the body copy of the ad. So I'm not, because I want to put a preview on. Let me see if it'll just take, if I just put this in. I don't have a dedicated URL because we don't really have an offer that I'm trying to run to right now, but okay, great. So it'll populate. There we go. The primary text is going to be the copy that goes above the ad. So like I said before, with dynamic creative, I can test multiple primary text. I can test multiple pieces of copy all at one time. So maybe I would want to say something, I would want to try an ad where I just tell people flat out what it is. So I would say, something super like in your face. This is the greatest email marketing course, and it's only a few clicks away. Sign up and get yours now. But maybe then I would also want to try something that opens up with a question. I would want to say something like, oh, there we go. What's the number one thing that every business needs? And then maybe say something like, hint, it's not, and then list a bunch of things that it isn't, and then get into what actually every business needs. And every business needs an email address. They live or die by their their email list. They live or die by an email list, because if Facebook algorithms shut down and if YouTube shuts down and if TikTok is no longer available, you don't have a way to reach these people, but you always own your email list. That's something that Anthony has instilled in me and has been preaching for years and years and years. So this might be something a little bit longer, a longer form ad that I might want to try. And then you could try something else, just something totally unique or something really short. Maybe you just want to say, boom, email marketing course for 2021, and that's it. Now, again, if I was going to try to create all of these ads at once, so there's three images here, 3 different pieces of body copy here, you know, I would have to create 9 separate ads. But with dynamic creative, I only have to create 1 ad, and Facebook is going to rotate and try to find the best elements of each ad and show it to your audience. So the same thing is true with the headline. So I'm not going to waste too much time here, because I think you get the idea. Email marketing 2021, maybe a headline that I would use. Maybe I would put something in brackets, and I would say, case study, the number one thing every business needs. And the list goes on and on. So you can see here, there are so many elements that you can test. And I just put images in here, by the way, but you could even mix and match. If you have a video of yourself where you're talking about the course, you could jump in here and you can add in not just images, but you could split your images against your videos. And that's another big feature that we were never able to do before. So you could grab any one of these videos that you create and test them against your images. And you could see here, you could test up to 10 elements. So you could have 5 different images, 5 different videos. We'll scroll down here to the primary text. I think you can have 5 different elements here. You can have 5 different headlines, all testing different elements to try to find the best possible ad. That is a lot of different options. I don't know the amount of options because that requires more math than Anthony pays me to do. But you can see here, you can test all of these different elements. But now let me get into a couple of tips for things that you don't really need to do or want to do. So the next thing I want to share is this description section. Remember that whenever you're dealing with an algorithm, the more variables there are, the more elements that you put into the equation, the harder it's going to be for the algorithm to find the best ad. So yes, it is awesome that you can put 5 different headlines and 5 different pieces of body copy and 10 different images. But if you have kind of a small budget, if you're just working with $5 to $10 a day, you don't want to load up all of this stuff. You don't want to have all of the headlines and all of the copy and all of the images, because you're going to end up wasting a lot of money just trying things out that don't really work or that don't really matter too much. So that's why when you look at this description here, this is what goes underneath of the headline. And if I was going to put something like, click here today, right? You can see it'll populate right underneath the headline if you give it a second. This I found, it doesn't really move the needle. You could put 5 different descriptions here. Click here today. Another one could say, click here now. Grab yours today. You know, you can come up with all these different phrases and try to find which one works the best. But I have found that this doesn't matter too much And if you try to add in a bunch of descriptions, you're going to end up just wasting money because it doesn't matter nearly as much as your images and your headline and maybe the copy that goes right above those images. So I would just stick with testing a bunch of headlines, text, and images. All right. So to launch this out, all you need to do is click publish. I think it's set at $20 a day, so it's not going to, it'll probably still be in review, so it won't spend any money. But there's one more thing that I wanted to show you in this, because the question then becomes, great, I have all of these pieces that are running. I have all these headlines and all these images and all this copy, and Facebook knows which one is performing best, and it's showing the right elements to the right people. But how do I know which one is working best? And we find that in a section called the breakdown. So I'm going to show you where that is, and then I'll throw it back to Anthony, because that's pretty much it when it comes to running a dynamic creative ad. It's a beautiful thing where you can test a ton of different ads all in one, in just one budget. Like I said, this has been around for a long time, but it has not worked nearly as well as it has in the past year. So if you're just getting started with Facebook ads, I highly recommend giving this feature a try. It'll help you test a lot of elements without spending a lot of money. So to discover just really how to figure out which elements are performing best, here's where you're going to go. And I'll start at the very, very beginning, because I know it can be a little tricky. You're going to go into your campaign that's a dynamic creative. You're going to click on that. We'll click on the ad set here that says email marketing. And now we're in our ad. Now at this point, we're going to go to this tab with the three horizontal bars, and it's called breakdown. I'm going to click on that. And you can break it down by, so what is it breaking down? Great question. Let me answer that. Right now, this is breaking things down by your results. So I can see what time of day people are getting the best results. I can see what ages are converting best, what genders are converting best, what countries are converting best. This is a really, really helpful tab. If you don't know that this tab exists, by the way, and you're running Facebook ads, even if you're not running dynamic creatives, I highly recommend you check out this breakdown tab, because it's going to reveal a lot about who is signing up for your offers and who's clicking on your ads. But this is the feature that I'm going to show you now. And because the ad is not live, it won't let me show you any of the results because it doesn't have any results yet. But by clicking on any one of these, once your ad has some results, you'll actually be able to see which headline is performing best, which text or body copy is performing best, which image or video or slideshow is performing best. And now what's that going to do? That's going to help you go into all of these assets that you've created, to these ads with tons and tons of copy, tons and tons of headlines, tons and tons of images. And you're going to see which image is getting you the results you want, which copy is getting you the results that you want, which headline is getting you the results that you want, just from this one tab alone. And now from there, you'll have a much better picture of what is going to increase your conversions. You're going to have a much better pathway to create new ads, to create new images. So when Anthony comes, we have meetings with Anthony every Monday and Friday. And one of the things that we go over is which creatives, which headlines, which videos are working the best. And the reason we do that is because when we're spending as much as we are every single day on ads, we need to refresh these creatives pretty regularly. So Anthony wants to know which ones are performing best, so I can go and make new ones that are similar to that. Oh, okay, so we have, on this ad, he's starting in front of his pool. So maybe we'll try another ad with a different messaging, but we'll do it in front of the pool, because that that area seems to be working really well. And stuff like that. It really helps you create new stuff because you don't want to keep coming in and creating brand new ads without any idea of what's worked in the past. So by testing a lot of elements at once and then seeing the results, oh man, you are going to be able to see what works for your ads so much faster than your competitors. And you're going to be able to do it for much cheaper. You can see here, all of those headlines, images, and body copy, I'm able to run at $20 a day. And if you don't have $20 a day to run your ads, I think you can go all the way down to $5. I wouldn't go any lower than that. But for just $5 a day, you could test all of these different elements and see which one's performing best. It says rejected because I put google.com in the there, and apparently they don't want me running ads to google.com. Facebook and Google are not
delete that so they don't ban my account.
Well, you know what? That's true.
Such is our luck.
I know. So let's go ahead and delete that now, because I do think we've covered just about everything. Where is the?
Except how to delete. There it was.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go. Bye-bye ad. So that we don't get in Facebook trouble. So did everybody?
Facebook trouble.
Yeah. Did everybody benefit from that? Yes. Okay, I see lots and lots and lots of yeses coming in. Look, this dynamic creative, I'm one of those that likes to test a lot of different things. And the reality is that it's smart to test a lot of different things. It's smart to test, many different headlines, many different ad copy, angles, many different images. This is part of what it takes to dial in a paid ad. And so I love the fact that we can test them kind of all at once instead of having to do this manually over the course of so much time. It has allowed us to test a lot of different things for the Partner with Anthony program and for our ads. So I love it. You guys, I think, will be able to follow this through. Obviously, the replay of the Success Connection will go up tomorrow morning, and you'll be able to go back through this and slow it down and watch it step by step as he creates this ad in dynamic creative. Everybody good with that? Just say yes. Very good. I see lots and lots of yeses. So everybody say thank you to, looked like I jumped there. Everybody say thank you to Roger. Everybody say thank you to Roger. I stole him away for the night so he could teach a Facebook ads session. So Roger, I'm going to steal the screen back from you. Hold on 1 second. Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead. And I just want to encourage anyone that's watching this and when that was way over my head, please do not get stressed out. This is a way for those who are already running Facebook ads to test a lot of different things at once. If you haven't started running Facebook ads yet, that's okay. This is kind of an advanced feature. Just go back through any of the trainings you had before, take it step by step, and before you know it, I promise you will be at these advanced levels. It does not take a long time. So if you heard me say pixel and that gave you a little heart palpitation because you had no idea what the heck that was, and you heard me say code and you thought you had to get a web developer, don't worry. Just go through the training in PWA, take it one step at a time. You will be running these ads faster than you could have ever imagined. So I just want to encourage anyone that's brand new and listening today.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. And guys, don't forget and don't sleep on the Facebook group. Like, you guys have been very active in the Facebook group lately, which is awesome. Makes me feel good because I see lots and lots of people like really helping each other. But there are a lot of people in our Facebook group. Roger's in our Facebook group. My other media buyers in our Facebook group. And there's a lot of people in our Facebook group that are buying ads that will answer your questions and help you. So don't forget to join the Facebook group. The Facebook group link is right here. You can see it right there on the top left. Just it's the second one, go.dsc.com/group. You want to join the Facebook group. You want to make sure that you're a part of it. It's completely free. With that said, looking forward to next week, assuming that the world, at least in my area, goes back to normal, which I think that it will. We'll have all this done. Okay, so what my plan is I'm not going to tell you a day, because man, I hate saying I'm going to do something and not doing it at that time. So as soon as I can get in and film the last 3 videos for your email marketing course, I'm going to post them in our Facebook group, or I'm going to post them on our student resource page, which I'll show you in a second. But I will alert you in the Facebook group, okay? And I'll pin it to the top like I've been doing with our updates this week as the weather is getting bad. So check the Facebook group every day to see when these email marketing course videos go live, because they'll be live before next Thursday. Then next Thursday, you'll get the other 2 courses that I'm going to film for you, and we'll give you those next Thursday. And we'll go through the process of getting all of those onto Udemy next Thursday, okay? If you're a new student and you don't have a Udemy account, go back and watch the replays of the Success Connection for the last, call it 2 to 3 weeks. It will walk you through setting up your seller account, all of this. This is where you literally get to take courses that I'm making, sell them as your course on Udemy, and they do everything for you, collect the money. All they do is just send you a check. Like, that's it. They just PayPal you. That's all there is to it. It's actually a brilliant business model, and it's a great way for people who are beginners to get sales on courses without having to do any of the tech, like nothing, right? And then of course, with this, I'm filming the course for you, so you don't even have to do that, right? It's really completely done for you. We'll still run this same challenge. The first person that sees that post that I make, grabs those 3 email videos and gets their course live on Udemy, I'm gonna give you $250. Okay, so that's your incentive to check the Facebook group every day and get things ready. All right. It has to be, has to be live, has to be completely new. And then of course, your Facebook group post in the link. So obviously you have to put hashtag Udemy challenge, okay, in order for that to work. And to be quite honest with you, I think that I had 2 different things that I wanted to do, and I think I didn't even do it last time. Okay, so let me not be like totally, my mind is blown because I'm off with my normal path. We're going to do $250 cash prize to whoever grabs the 3 email marketing videos, completes the email marketing course that I made for you, and gets it live, okay? The second one is your own Udemy course. That's point number 2 that you see on the screen. That's where you're creating your own course. Has to be at least 6 lessons, I think, and 2 hours of content, and you can post it completely free. Now, this is your own unique course, okay? You post hashtag Udemy challenge on there. We'll check it out. We'll hook you up with $250 if you're the first one that gets that done, okay? And then, of course, next week, we're gonna give you 2 more courses that we build out for your Udemy course. And then we do a $100 giveaway every week. Nick pops into the Facebook group and tags one of you every single week if you have posted every day in the Facebook group between now and next Thursday. So this is a way for us to keep the Facebook group active, incentivize you guys to get in there and learn. We don't sell anything in the Facebook group, so it's not like there's no benefit to us to give away $100 other than it helps you, right? And that's what it's really all about. It's just helping you get in the habit, because creating habits are key. Like, think about it. You can create bad habits and you can derail your life, right? All of a sudden you drink too much, you're doing drugs, you're partying, not all of you, obviously, none of you. You're Success Connection people. You don't do these things. But point is, you've seen people that are like doing great and then all of a sudden they get this bad habit and the habit turns into something that just spirals them out of control. We always focus on negative, right? So we always think about habits as bad things. It's like, oh, in the habit of that, don't get in the habit. How many times have you heard people say that? Oh, don't get in that habit, right? But habits are not bad things. They're only bad things if we're creating bad habits. But if we create good habits, then they're good things. And those good things can equally propel you up just as fast as the bad habits, or just as fast as the bad habits can shoot you down. And so if we create these good habits, right, getting onto the Facebook group every single day, posting in there, talking about your business, working on your business, showing up to the Success Connection prepared, these types of things, these are good habits. And as we create those, we create a lifestyle shift, right, that comes along with them, that really puts you in a better position to be successful. And that's the reason why we do these incentivizations, right? There's no other reason than that. So obviously the Facebook group is super important. Now, you all have a Success Connection members area right here. I'll give you the link and password for this in a second. But this is where you can join our Facebook group. It is a private group, so you have to click this and click join, answer the questions, and then we'll approve you. Of course, you can follow me on YouTube. This is really important. So if you haven't followed me on YouTube, you should do this right now. ClickFunnels. If you don't have ClickFunnels, you can get ClickFunnels right here. This is a completely free trial to it. ClickFunnels is what we use to build all of our funnels. This gives you a 2-week free trial. Just out of transparency, I tell you this every week, that is an affiliate link. You're welcome to just go to clickfunnels.com and get ClickFunnels if you, for any reason, think that the reason we do the Success Connection is to get ClickFunnels commissions. So feel free to go somewhere else and get it. But if you'd like the free trial to it, it is right here. And then all of these businesses that are in the yellow, okay? So all these businesses you see in the yellow, these are businesses we've completed for you. They're done for you businesses. They're businesses that are already ready to go. Literally all you gotta do is click these download buttons and you can launch them just like that. They do require you to have ClickFunnels, okay? So that is important. So you will have to have ClickFunnels for any of these businesses to work. But once you get ClickFunnels, you can download any of these. These download links will break tonight at midnight. So tonight at midnight, these download links break. They don't work again until next Thursday, okay? We do that to keep people from stealing our stuff. The only links that will not break are these down here. Okay, this is your Udemy email marketing course. As you can see, these are the 3 lessons that I already have done for you. This is the video for the lesson. These are the notes for the lesson, okay? But I will be adding 3 more to this before next Thursday, where you'll be able to come in here, download the video, download the notes, and then upload it to your Udemy seller account, okay? Again, if you're new and you haven't learned this Udemy selling thing, all you gotta do is watch the Success Connection replays from last week, and it'll show you exactly how to upload these into your seller account. Watch it from the week before, and it'll show you how to create your actual seller account, okay? So I want you to understand, these links will not break tonight at midnight, because I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to get these videos and get these things uploaded to Udemy, and especially since we're going to be adding more to that over the course of the next few days, okay? So with that said, this is your homework. These are the things we're going to do next week. You guys already know this. I've shown you this. And then you need a link to get to that page, okay? So to get to your student center. And it's right here. It's go.vsc.com/funnel. And the password, until we finish the Udemy course, right now is Udemy, okay? So the password is Udemy. So basically, you go to that link, go.vsc.com/funnel, type in the password Udemy. That's going to take you right here to your Success Connection student resource page. You can join our Facebook groups, first thing I do. You can follow me on YouTube. It's the second thing I would do. You can get ClickFunnels if you don't have it. That's the third thing I would do. And then you can get all of these businesses, download them. These are awesome businesses, by the way, like full-blown, done-for-you businesses. You click the download button, boom, you've got them, okay? But to stay up to date with the Udemy business, you'll just go down here and you'll download each one of these videos, all of these notes, and then stand by and be checking the Facebook group throughout the week or the weekend. And as soon as I finish up the last 3 lessons for the email marketing course, I'll post them in there, and then you'll be able to download those right here and get your first Udemy course completely done. All right, does that sound good, everybody? Just say yes. All right, very good. Listen, guys, thank you so much. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you could, go to the Facebook group and just tell Roger thank you. If you enjoyed his training, just post it all inside the Facebook group. Say thank you, Roger. We brought him out to let him do what I think was really awesome training on dynamic creatives inside of Facebook. So this is that silver lining. Like I said, take a bad situation and turn it into a good thing. You probably wouldn't have been able to get an hour of his time going through something like that. Maybe not at all this year. And because of this, it created that opportunity for us. So always trying to over deliver and find ways to give you guys lots of value when you show up here. And I didn't want to just sit here and twiddle my thumbs and talk to you for an hour. I wanted you to have real value. And since I couldn't do what I was planning, you know, I figured, hey, this is a good time for this. So hopefully you appreciate that and you enjoyed it. So let us know in the Facebook group how you enjoyed tonight's session. And of course, like I always say, have a great weekend, a safe weekend, and a fun weekend. But of course, you know, do a little something this weekend that other people aren't doing. That's the name of the game, you know, having an edge, doing something while everybody else is not. That's how you get ahead. And being ahead is the name of the game when it comes to the internet, especially internet marketing. You got to be ahead of everybody else, and you can only do that if you put in the work. So put in the work, and I look forward to seeing you all next week right here, same place, at the same time on the Success Connection. Take care, everybody. Good night.